So this correction. So this is Dr. RJB. I should introduce myself. And this video is about diets. And the question is, which is the best diet? Is it the keto diet? Is it just a low carb diet, the low fat diet, the high protein diet, South Beach diet, Mediterranean diet? Which one's the best for losing weight? And the answer is none of them and all of them. None of them if you don't do the work, and all of them can help you to lose weight, and none are any better than any of the others. The key for all of these diets is reduction of calories. If you don't reduce your calories, none of the diets are going to work. I don't care which one you choose. If you eat more, you're going to put on weight. Um, you could be on no carbs at all, but stuff yourself with meat and fats and cheese and butter, and you're going to put on weight. Um, you could be on no fat at all, but stuff yourself with all kinds of cookies and cakes and all kinds of bad foods, and you're going to put on weight. So basically, you have to be careful about your diet, no matter which diet you choose. The other thing about dieting is that our body is sensitive to the amount of calories that we choose. And it's not going to allow you to starve to death if it can avoid that. So one of the tricks it has is to reduce the amount of thyroid hormone that you produce in order to kind of slow down your metabolism. And this is why most people will find that when they go on a diet, that after about, say, 8 weeks or so, they find that their diet is kind of slowing down and they're not losing as much weight. And usually by the time 3 months are up, you pretty much finish losing. And at that point, if people give up the diet and go back to normal eating, they actually put on weight again. Because nobody wants to stay on a diet forever. Um, uh, and because this slowed metabolism, sometimes even put on more weight after you resume normal calories. This is called the yo-yo diet, by the way. You lose and you put back in. Now, the way that you avoid this is with exercise. When you exercise, you do a couple of things. You help to increase your metabolism rate when you're exercising. So that helps with the fact that the body is trying to slow it. The other thing that happens is that you put on muscle mass when you exercise. And when you diet, no matter which diet it is, when you're cutting calories and losing fat, you're also losing muscle. So when you exercise, you can help to maintain this muscle mass. And this way you don't lose as much muscle through the process of dieting. Now, muscle burns calories. Fat doesn't really burn too many calories. So when you lose muscle mass, you're also decreasing the amount of calories that your body can burn. So if you started out with, let's say, 2,000 calories, and you lost, let's say, 50% of your muscle mass somehow, um, uh, your calorie needs might drop now to, say, 1,000 calories, let's just say. Um, so at that point, if you're eating 2,000 calories, or even if you cut your diet down to, let's say, 1,500 calories, you're still too many calories for the amount of muscle mass that you lost. And so when people lose a lot of muscle mass, one of their problems is being able to regulate the amount of fat that they put on. And in another video, I talked about sarcopenia, which is the loss of muscle mass that people get when they get older. And so what people notice when they get into middle age is that they start putting on weight. And they wonder, why am I putting on weight? Well, part of it is because you're losing muscle mass through aging. And so as you lose muscle mass, you're also losing the ability to burn a lot of calories. So you have to basically decrease the amount of calories you take in as you get older. Otherwise, you're going to put on weight and fat. Um, it's also helpful if you get older and you start doing weight training to build muscle mass. This way you can maintain as much muscle as you can. And then the benefit of this is you get to eat more, which for me is a great thing because I like to eat. Um, now, uh, this thing about diet and exercise, when they've done studies and they look at all the diets that you can think of, they find that just about all of them work for about the first 3 months. And then the person stops losing and they start putting the weight back on. So at the end of a year, with all the diets you can think of, the people are at the end of a year either the same weight as they started or a little bit more. With diet and exercise, the people will lose weight. They don't lose as much because they're putting on muscle, but they do lose weight so that at the end of the year they're lower in weight than they did when they started. Um, so this is the proper way for you to diet. You have to manage your calories so you're not eating too much, trying to eat good, healthy foods, and then exercising to help you with the weight loss. Uh, uh, that's the way that I've done it in the past. Uh, as far as I can see, I don't. If I don't see somebody exercising when they're trying to lose weight, I see them fail. Um, uh, so you basically got to do the exercise. In general, I can tell you that for at least myself, I needed to do about a good 45 minutes to an hour of exercise on a regular basis if I was going to try to lose weight. If I tried to get by with, let's say, 15 or 20 minutes of exercise, it wasn't going to be worth it. So, these people who try to say that they can have this workout in 15 minutes and it's going to make you healthy and make you lose weight and all that, don't believe them. Uh, you're going to have to burn enough calories when you're exercising to make it worth your while. And that means you're going to have to put the time in. So diet and exercise is the key. Doesn't matter if you're exercising to the point where you're, out of breath and vomiting. You just need to be consistent, and you need to do it long enough. Uh, so there's a trick with dieting. The actual trick is exercise to add into the dieting, and then choose whatever diet you like because they all can work as long as you work it. And they none of them work if you eat too much. So if you decide you're going to pig out, it's not going to be good for you. Okay, thanks, guys. And there it is.